Thank you for clicking on this video. This is Dion Burns, and this is the multiplication table pattern MTP study method, brought to you by Dad Math. I call it Dad Math because I'm a dad, and this is math. So I did other videos to explain how and why I came up with the chart. Today we're going to put this to practice. We're going to walk through and understand how to use the chart and how it works, so that we all can understand the multiplication table and learn our multiplication tables much easier and much faster. So I broke this down by place value. So you have your ones place, your tens place, and your hundreds place. This looks like your standard multiplication table down to the 12s, but I extended it to 20 so that you can see the patterns. So we're going to go over each one. Now, we have our multiplication symbol in the top to let you know you're multiplying the multiplicand up top times the multipliers at the bottom. So each set of factors you have at the top row and on the left-hand column. Let's start with 2 and go all the way to 12. We'll make them very quick and very easy. So 2 is the number. The pattern for 2 in the ones place, the repeating pattern is 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. And it repeats 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. The next number is 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. Now, if I ask you what is 2 times 6, and you say it's 12. So we have a 1 and a 2. Now, if the pattern is 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, then the answer for 2 times 7 has to end in 4. And because it still goes up, you can keep the 1 because we're just going up by 2. So it's 2 times 7 is 14. Now the 2's are very easy. You just count by 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But I'm just showing you the patterns. So if I ask you what is 2 times 9 and you say 18. Great. The pattern is 2, 4, 6, 8. So the next answer is going to end in 0. Now, it can't be 10, so the next answer has to be 20 because we're still going up. Okay? So, if I ask you 2 times 9 and you say 18, then 2 times 10 has to go up. It ends in 0, and it can't be another 1, so it has to be a 2. 20. Okay, let's go to 3. Now this has a telephone number pattern. So 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, 1, 4, 7, 0. Then if we went farther down into 20, it would do it again. 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, 1, 4, 7, 0. So if you remember that telephone number, then you could understand what comes next. You can know what comes next. So if I ask you what is 3 times 9, and you say 27. Okay, if the number is 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, 1, 4, 7, 0, the next answer after 27 would end in 0. It can't be 20, so it has to be 30. Good. And if that's the end of the pattern at 0, then it starts over at 3. Okay? So, and notice all of the patterns end in 0. So when you get to that 0, you know it starts over again, whatever the pattern is. So let's go to 4. 4 times 5 is 20. The pattern is 48260, a zip code pattern. 48260 is 4. If 4 times 5 is 20, and we're going to start over after the 0, we start again. The answer ends in a 4. And since it's not going down and we're just going up by 4, you're going to keep the 2 24. Now, 482. If I ask you what is 4 times 7, and you say 28, if the pattern is 482, the next answer will end in 2. It can't be 22 because it's below 28. We have to go up. So the next answer will be 32. And if the pattern is 48260, the next answer will have to end in 6. And since we're still going up, we keep the 3 because it's higher than 32. But if I ask you what is 4 times 10, and you know the pattern is 48260, then the next answer has to end in 0, but it can't be 30, so it has to go up to 40. So then we know that 4 times 10 is 40. The 5s are easy. It's just 05, 10, 15, 20. And if you look at the 1s pattern, it's just 5, 0, 5, 0, or 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's very easy to learn. I just wanted you to see the pattern. 6. The 1's place repeating patterns for 6 is 6, 2, 8, 4, 0. Now if you notice, all the patterns start with their multiplicand number. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. And they all end in 0. Okay? So if I ask you what is 6 times 4, and you say 24, if the pattern is 6, 2, 8, 4, 0, so you know that 6 times 5 is going to end in a 0, and it can't be 20, so it has to go up to 30. If I ask you what is 6 times 6, we know that the pattern is starting over. 6 is going to end in 6, and it can keep the 3 because it's going up. It's just going up 6. 6 times 7, if the pattern is 6, 2, then 6 times 7 is going to end in 2, and since it's higher than 36, it can't be 32, so it has to be 42. Okay? And that's the way it works for all of them. 7. The telephone number is 741-852-9630. If you know the number, then if I ask you what is 7 times 3, and you say 21. If you know the telephone number is 741-852, you know that after 1 there will be an 8. And since it's still going up, you can keep the 2, so it's 28. But if I ask you what is 7 times 5, and you know the telephone number is 741-85, it can't be 25 because 25 is less than 28. It has to be a 3, 35. And if you know the pattern is 741-852, if I ask you what is 7 times 6, the answer must end in 2, so it can't be 32 because 32 is less than 35, so it has to be 42. 8 is the same way. The pattern is 86420. 86420. If I ask you what is 8 times 4, you will say 32. 86240. The next answer, 8 times 5, has to end in 0. It can't be 30, so it has to be 40. If I ask you what is 8 times 6, the pattern starts over. It has to end in 8. And it can keep the 4 because it's still going up. Okay? So it's the same. 8 times 7, 8, 6, so it has to end in 6. And it can't be 46 because 46 is less than 48, so it has to go to 56. 6. So once you learn these patterns, then you can get the multiplication. Now, 9s are different. They're very easy, actually, if you look at it. So it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 for the first 10. And on the other side, in the tens place, you just go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you have your answer. 0, 9, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6, 3, 7, 2, 8, 1, 9, 0. So if you know how to count down and count up, you can easily get your 9s. Now, let's go ahead and do a problem in 9. Let's say if I ask you 9 times 3 and you say 27. And you know the next time it's going to go down. 9, 8, 7. So it's going to be a 6 in the next answer. Now it can't be 26 because 26 is less than 27. So it has to be 36. Okay, so if I asked you what is 9 times 5, and you know we're counting down, so below 6 is 5, it can't be 35 because 35 is less than 36. Has to be 45. If I ask you what is 9 times 7, we're counting down, so 4. Can't be 44, so it has to be 54 because this side always has to go up. Okay, and 12 is the same thing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, just like 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, except we have a 10 added to the 2, so there's going to be some 10s in there. So it starts with a tens place. So if I ask you what is 12 times 1, the answer is 12. Now if the pattern is 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, then the next answer has to end in 4. Okay? Now the difference between this is you're always going to go up a 10. So it can't be 14 because 12 plus 2 is 14. But 12 plus 12, you have to go up another 10. Okay? 2, 4, 6, the answer is ending in 6. Then you have to go up another 10. 36. Then 48. Now it gets a little bit different here. We have to go back to these other methods. If I say 12 times 4 is 48, 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, then the next answer has to end in 0, but it can't be 40. It also can't be 50 because 48 plus 2 is 50. So you have to go up another 10 from 50 to 60. Okay, so it skips just a little bit sometimes. So it skips 50 and it skips 110 on the basic scale, on the 1 through 12. If you go down farther than 12, it skips a few more times. But that's simply how it works. So you just look at the repeating patterns, whether it's a zip code pattern or a telephone number pattern. And then you look at the increasing patterns. And then you just figure out which number is next really easily. So that is the table. Practice it, try it. It will take some practice to understand. So if you practice it, you will get it. Okay. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have a great time learning this method and get all of your multiplication easily.